Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Lisa Richardson.
And I'm your host, Jackie Lindstrom.
And today we're coming to you from the town of Hilton Head Island Town Hall in the very brand new Living Lab.
And we're going to be speaking with Jennifer Ray, who is the Deputy Director of Community Development here at the town of Hilton Head, and also with Charlie Clark, who is the Vice President of Communications at the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce.
So stick around for this episode of 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
.843 TV, where communities come to speak. Welcome to 843 TV. We are so excited to be here in the town of Hilton Head in the new Living Lab, and here to share all about that is Jennifer Ray with the town. Thank you for having us in this cool space this morning.
Thank you for coming.
Well, this room has had a transformation of some sort, so tell us about that.
Yes, absolutely. The first transformation you probably noticed as you walked in, this used to be the courthouse, our courtroom here, and the metal detector got taken out yesterday, right in time for you to be here today. And so we've taken over the space. Community development has just kind of recharged the courtroom space to be a collaborative community space.
So how did this idea for the Living Lab come about?
I was in a community meeting talking about the rewrite of the comprehensive plan that you all know is getting ready to start. And one of the community members said, you know what would be really cool is if you had a space dedicated to this project. He said, when I was in big business, we used to go and we'd rent out a space to do big workshops, and it was great because you could leave all your stuff there. People could come and go, and it just kind of got my juices flowing. So every day as I drove to and from work to lunch around town, I was looking at vacant spaces like the Graco building, or thinking of spaces that the town owned that maybe we could use for that. And then the court moved out, and just one day walking in the door, I said, what are they going to do with that space? Can we have it? And town manager said, yes, we could use it.
You know what's really neat, I think, about this space, because so many times government buildings can be a little intimidating.
Yes.
You know, they really can, but this space is sort of welcoming. What do you envision? Now, we talked about the comprehensive plan and some of the goals envisioned for the town. It feels comfortable in here. What do you envision this room being used for, kind of nuts and bolts wise?
I think, Charlie, you're right. It's supposed to be comfortable.
Yes.
It's not like going over to pay your taxes or get a permit or go to a council meeting.
Or pay a ticket like maybe you used to do here.
Right. It's for collaboration and working together in a safe environment where we can come up with ideas for projects that'll change the island. So right now, in the short term, it's for the comprehensive plan rewrite, but we think other task forces, other community groups, our department uses it actually all the time. We had our hurricane prep meeting in here last week to make sure we were good to go. We have lunch meetings where we brainstorm ideas for how to get out and engage the public. So it's really meant to be a leave all your preconceived notions at the door, come in, work together, no bad answers, get a lot of work done, and then move back to the business side.
Well, I think the town's always been really good too about being inclusive with the community, which I think this is a
great
concrete
example.
picture of that happening.
And lab signifies work in progress.
Yes,
There's something happening
right.
there, so it's exciting. And we can maybe pay them later, but the sayings on the wall are very encouraging and inspiring. Together we can do great things and so forth. So it's kind of a neat, it's just a neat atmosphere.
The idea was that you even walk through a different door than coming through, council door, the main town hall door. So it's like coming into a different space. And even though everyone knows what they're coming for, I believe sayings like those that you read on the wall help people remember. That when we're in here, if you look up, there's a blank board over there, and we always do
That's
these
my
prompts.
favorite part.
You
Yes.
might be able to see,
Yes.
we have Post-it notes, and when we have an event, we say, write a few words about what you think for the space. And the board I just took down, we leave them up for a month or so, and I just took down things like fresh and teamwork and kindness and collaboration and success and all those good,
It's
good,
a really
happy
positive
feeling.
vibe instead of having that negative, oh, I have to go to town hall. It's, oh, I get to go to town hall and
good
work
way-
with
work
the town.
together,
Right,
yes.
work
That's
together.
a good way of putting it.
Yep.
Now, you mentioned the current project that the room is being used for. How can someone else use it? Is it open to businesses? You mentioned public. What's the process to try to get on their schedule?
Right now, for the short term, we are dedicating it to our plan, comprehensive plan rewrite, with 10 groups meeting once every 2 weeks. There are going to be a lot of meetings going on in here. So in the short term, there's probably not a lot of opportunity for other outside groups to come in, but in the longer term, we will be opening it up for other types of meetings.
It sounds very comprehensive, hence the comprehensive plan. What's the expectation in terms of, as groups are meeting, when will that project sort of come to fruition and move out of the Learning Lab and into the other building?
Yep, hopefully by the end of this calendar year, we will move out of the Living Lab. Our strategies and tactics will be developed, and we'll be taking them over to go through the process of Planning Commission, Public Planning Committee, and Town Council.
What is, explain to us the benefit of the community coming here versus you going out into the community. I know we were talking a little bit about that earlier.
Yes, we love going out into the community. It adds a lot of work and a lot of time to go out into the community, because usually when you go to a room, you have to set it up, you have to tear it down, you have to take all your materials. Sometimes we take a whole lot of extra stuff because we don't know what we're going to need. The beauty here is that we can store everything we need for this project right in this room. We have a bookshelf with all of our materials that we might need. We have a cabinet with all of our office supplies. We have easels. We have tables that we can move in a flexible seating arrangement. Closets full of extra tables, chairs. We can set it up however we need right here, and then we can leave it that way because we know we're coming back later that day or the next day. If we need to hang things on the wall, we don't have to take them down because someone else is going to use it.
You don't have to start all over.
You don't have to start all over, and which is great because when you come back and you see your stuff still hanging up or still on the table, you know that we're going to build on that. We didn't take it and put it away to be forgotten.
We're paying
gonna
attention.
We're
Yeah.
paying attention. We're going to keep using it and build on it together.
That's great.
And no one's going thirsty in this room. I wish the camera could pan. When I say welcoming, there's a wall of water in here. It's great though. You don't often think about that. It's so welcoming to have people come in and just grab a bottle of water and let's figure some things out.
We do have a special event later today when we have our kickoff. So we try to be hosts too, not just come and learn about a project or do work. We try to think of it as a celebration because we're celebrating the public being involved in something, working together. So yes, we have water and snacks and
It's a breath of fresh
do a
air
little
though.
bit
It
of
really is.
So what is your vision or your hope for the Living Lab for the future?
I hope that when people come here, they feel comfortable participating, that everyone walks in the door knows that whatever they say will be valued and listened to. Because, in a lot of meetings, people come and they don't say a word and they go home, and I don't know if they had a good meeting or not. And so here we want people to know they can speak up, it's safe, it's working together, and that we get a lot of productive ideas. And then when people leave, they feel good about coming to town hall. They feel good about what they did. And they tell their friends and they tell their neighbors, I just went to town hall and we did this thing in the Living Lab and it was awesome. And you should go next time. And then it keeps on, and keeps on. We keep finding more and more projects, to use this for.
That's great, because sometimes you think of town hall and you think the negative things, and the downer things, but not the case here. Charlie, with the chamber, this has got to be exciting to know that the town is doing that. Share with us a little bit about, why.
We love the concept. We have a great relationship with the town and the chamber because they go hand in hand. But we love the fact that, especially in business, and government is not exempt from that, you have to constantly be evolving. You have to constantly be meeting the needs of your clients and or constituents. And I think the town does a fabulous job of things like this. I mean, the Living Lab is just an example of the town seeing a need, filling a need, and doing it, I think, in an innovative way. I don't think a lot of towns do what our town does. And I mean, I get the calls in my office of how do you do what you do zoning wise, or who do I talk to at town hall about what they're doing on X project. So yeah, it's a neat, innovative thing that they're doing, and I think other communities will take notice too.
Yeah, absolutely. Any final things you want to share about the lab itself? Maybe some things you envision happening down the road?
I think down the road we'll continue to use it for community events. We'll get more and more meetings in here. We'll have smaller group meetings, not just big organized things where we might just say, hey, we want to talk about what can we do with this piece of property? Come in and let's sit down and just brainstorm. And then have celebrations. That keeps coming up, that we have a lot of successes here on the island as a town organization, as the chamber, as other businesses and organizations, and we want to celebrate that.
It's important to get that word out.
This space would be great for celebrations as well. So that's what we're looking forward to, just a happy, collaborative, productive space.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you. And definitely, y'all stick around with this. We'll be back with more 843 TV.